In this video, I'm going to tell you about what I believe is the best yield farm ever in DeFi and crypto, and that is the animal farm. So I'm going to walk through the animal farm, give you a basic overview of what you can expect, and I'm going to reveal my strategy of what I'm going to do and how I see things playing out. Before we start, I want to jump right over to look at this chart. You say, Matt, why are you showing me a TVL chart for PancakeSwap? Well, I just want to point out to you that they very consistently have between $3.5 and $5 billion of TVL locked into PancakeSwap. How much money do you think the owners of PancakeSwap are making? Remember, based on the TVL that's in there, the amount of transactions that are happening every single second, every single minute, they get a piece of that. They get a piece of every single thing that happens in there. Now, let me ask you another question. What if you were the owner of PancakeSwap? Well, you guys, that is the question that we need to be asking ourselves, because the animal farm, this is the homepage right here that launches tomorrow, gives you that exact opportunity to actually own the best yield farm in DeFi, in crypto. You get to be a part of it on the ground floor at launch. You get to be a part of something that could change the landscape of DeFi forever. So how do you do that? The way that you do that is you need to own the PIGS token, which is called AFP. When you own the PIGS token, that's the governance token of this entire platform. And by holding it and placing it into the pig pen, you can earn BUSD dividends. I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible for you guys. Just a reminder that I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. You guys should only do what you want with your own money. When you take the pigs that you either purchased or earned on the farm, you put them into the pig pen, then you earn BUSD. So you get paid out in a stable coin as dividends without ever having to sell your asset. When the farm goes live, from all the TVL that's going to pour in there, you saw from the home screen, there's already $40 million in here in TVL. Now, last time the farm was live, it had over 300 million TVL. Based on the TVL, this vault right here is going to fill up with BUSD, and it's going to pay out 3% of all the transactions that happen on the farm. Everything, just like I was talking about with PancakeSwap, every single thing that happens, there's a tax on it. There's a fee for it. That fee is going to be piled up into this vault. This vault is going to grow to millions of dollars. And when it does, every day, 3% of it is going to be paid out to the owners of the farm. The owners are the people that have their pigs in the pig pen. So you'll be able to stake your pigs in the pig pen, and you earn BUSD on them every single day. And you don't just earn BUSD. You can actually earn pigs, and then you can compound your stake to grow your share of ownership. And just like every other yield farm that you're familiar with, you're going to have all kinds of different farms and even pools, single staking things that you can get into to earn yield. Earn yield on your blue chip tokens. If you're looking for a SAFU place to park them that you don't have to worry about, that you can hold them through this bear market and earn a dividend, earn a yield. Now, what do you earn when you hold them? In all of these non-core pools and farms, you're going to be earning the dog token. The dog token is the reward token of this ecosystem. So you're going to stake, let's say you stake your ETH in here. The ETH is going to earn you dogs. When you get those dogs, typically what happens in most yield farms is that reward token has a pump, and then it basically flattens out to zero because everyone earns the token just to dump it and take rewards. Well, this is where Animal Farm is special. Forex, the developer, has created a way for you to hold your assets and earn yield off them, and actually to disincentivize you from selling them, because you're going to want to hold them to earn BNB. Now, if you take those dogs, there are a couple of things you can do with them. You can go to the dog pound, and you can actually stake them in the dog pound. I'm going to elaborate on that more in just a second. By doing that, you're going to create a BNB dividend. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm actually looking for ways to earn more BNB, because I believe that token has a massive upside for the next bull run. So who wouldn't want to accumulate BNB at a time like this? Now, the next thing that you can do with the dogs that you earn or the dogs that you buy is go to the farm section, and you'll notice the top 3 farms are the core farms of the entire animal farm. So that's the dogs BUSD, dogs BNB, and drip BUSD. These core farms are the only 3 that are going to earn you pigs as a dividend. So if you want to grow your pigs balance to place in the pig pen and get a greater ownership of the farm, other than buying pigs token off the market, this is how you're going to farm for pigs. It's only these 3 pools. So remember, these top 2 core farms, you can use dogs for each of them. So you can pair dogs with BUSD or BNB. So this is where the strategy starts. Also, to disincentivize people from selling dogs, the reward token, from earning them and then dumping them, there's a vesting tax structure that you need to be aware of. And you can read through all of that by going to the wiki, the dripcommunity.wiki, which I'll have linked down in the description below. And honestly, before you get into anything like this, I suggest you just get in there, you read through the wiki and join the Telegram group, the Animal Farm Telegram group. Join in there, ask your questions, do your research, make sure you're ready. So when you buy the dogs token or when you earn the dogs token from farming, you're actually going to have a 90% tax if you sell it straight away day one. And the only way you can lower that tax, it can be lowered down to 6% at 1% a day, is by jumping into the dog pound and either doing the auto dog pound or the standard dog pound. That's going to reduce that sell tax on your native asset. Now, what's that going to do? It's going to fix the biggest problem that yield farms have, and that's dumping the reward token and diminishing it to zero, the value of it to zero. It's going to disincentivize people from selling it. Instead, they're going to want to stake it and earn a high yield of BNB. Now, if anyone does decide to sell, what that's going to do is it's all that money that's collected from a tax. Let's say there's an 80% tax on when they sell it. Guess where it goes? It goes into a pool that pays out BNB to the people that actually helped the protocol by not selling the reward token and staking it. That's where these BNB rewards come from. So it's going to reward people that are longtime holders of the protocol. If the dog token does a 10x, you can still sell at a 60% tax and make a good profit. Now, that's up to each individual of when and how they want to approach that. The next big thing that the Animal Farm has that's a level up from any other yield farm out there is it has what Forex calls a dynamic supply control that is like a governor on the emission rates of the pigs and dogs token. Because in other yield farms, there is no governor. So it just emits at a constant rate, whether people are buying or selling or whether there's demand or not for the token. If it just keeps emitting and emitting and emitting with no governor, eventually there's going to be too many of them out there, and that's going to cause the price to spiral down. So it has this mechanism in it. It says, unlike other platforms that blindly emit rewards, the Animal Farm utilizes an innovative, fully decentralized dynamic supply control algorithm, which adjusts yield within a sustainable range based on demand for the underlying assets and even becomes deflationary in times of low demand. And what that means is there are different levels, and when it's set to the lowest level, that the burns that happen from the selling of the tokens, when that happens, when those burns happen, because every sell, a portion of the tax burns that token. It's actually going to be greater than the emission rate. It's going to make the reward token and the governance token become deflationary for a period of time until the demand pumps back up, and then it will automatically kick out of deflationary mode and the emission rate will go higher and higher and higher. But it's governing that. There's a governing dynamic supply control system on the emission rate of the reward and governance token. I mean, guys, that's super amazing. So the two biggest problems are people get rewarded in the token and then dump them. The next one is the emission rate gets out of control and inflates the supply, which makes the price plummet. So then people abandon the yield farm. And actually, we're just scratching the surface of all the things that the Animal Farm does, but I want to keep it as simple as I can. If you want ownership of the farm, if you want to get paid out 3% of every transaction that happens in the farm based on your share that you hold compared to everybody else, then you want the pigs token. You want AFP, which stands for Animal Farm Pigs. You want to take those, you want to put them in the pig pen so that you earn BUSD every single day, and not just BUSD, you earn more pigs that you can decide to compound in or claim. The game becomes, how do I get more pigs? That's the game. Well, one of the things you can do is earn dogs. So if you look at the farm, all of these non-core farms and pools are going to be earning you dogs. See, like dogs earned. You take those dogs. Remember, there's a big sell tax on those dogs that disincentivizes you from selling. And you can create LP pairs and put them in the core farms, these top two core farms that are going to produce you pigs. Okay, that's one way to earn pigs. When you show up and you buy dogs at the start of the Animal Farm, you're going to have to make a decision. Do you want to put those in the auto dog pound or the standard dog pound? And I'm going to explain the difference for you right now. If you look at the Drip Wiki, both auto dog pound and standard dog pound are going to produce you the BNB dividends. The only difference is on the auto dog pound, that's going to auto compound everything for you. It's going to reward you in BNB. It's going to sell 50% of the BNB, buy more dogs, pair them together, and stick them into this farm right here, the dogs BNB farm. And it's going to do that many times a day. I think like every 15 minutes, it's going to do that for you. So if you just want to set it and forget it, and you want to be earning that kind of reward, and then once you're in here, it's going to be earning you pigs. So all that's going to happen automatically. Let's say you want to have a little more of a manual approach. You want to earn the BNB dividend, but you want to decide what's going to happen with it, whether you want to just take that as profit, or maybe you want to go over to the farm section and maybe you want to be in the dog's BUSD pair. So you would take that BNB, you'd sell 50% of it into BUSD and 50% of it you'd buy more dogs with, pair those up, stick them into this farm, And remember, you're earning more pigs. You take those pigs, you put them in the pig pen. I think you get the idea that this could be a infinite money loop over time if you play your cards right. Now remember, the way that these farms and pools work on a yield farm is the lower the TVL, the less people that are in each one. That means the higher the APRs are going to be in that farm or pool. So you're going to want to watch this on launch. Is this one going to be higher or is this one going to be higher? Of course, I haven't even talked about the beast, the drip BUSD farm, which I think is going to be very popular. And this farm also pays you out in pigs. These are the only 3 on the entire farm that do that. The piggy bank is another way. It's a game that helps you earn up to 3% a day. And remember, you're earning pigs BUSD LP tokens. So you're earning more pigs. It's a way that you can do that. Now it's a little higher risk, but it's definitely higher reward. I'll do a whole video based on piggy bank here in the near future. But to show you quickly, you can see I'm in the piggy bank. I have 3 different stakes. This top one right here is earning me about $700 a day, $650 to $700 a day. And it's a little more complicated than that in the fact that you can time lock your stakes. This one still has 191 days left on it before I could do anything but compound. And you get bonuses for doing these time locks. Again, this is one more way you can grow your ownership of the farm by accumulating more of the pigs token. If you get your pigs BUSD LP by harvesting from here, you can break apart the LP. And if you wanted to, you could sell the BUSD and buy more pigs, take all of those, put them in the pig pen. You could put half of them in the pig pen, the pigs tokens, and then you could keep your BUSD as a reward. There's literally limitless options that you can do, limitless strategies. Also, there's the drip garden. The way that it works is you have plants these plants produce you seeds, and every day you have the option that you could replant the seeds that you earn. Like right here, you can see I have 59,000 plants, and I can either plant those plants to increase my stake. You can see right now I've earned 3.7 LP, worth about $32, and this is the drip BUSD LP, which you can see right here. Why would this be a good idea to get into? I don't know, maybe because it produces drip BUSD LP, and maybe because you want to jump into this core farm right here, one of the only 3 that produces pigs as a dividend. Maybe that would be a very intriguing option. I have about 123 dogs or so. So I got to figure out, am I going to go into the auto dog pound or the standard dog pound? And I'm thinking, I know some people, I've heard them say they're going to split it 50-50. I'm not sure if you can even do that, but if you can, that's an interesting option because I've been thinking maybe I want options. Maybe I want to decide. I want to be able to look over at the farms and look at the APRs on these 2 pools and figure out which one I want to go into. So in my thinking, I'm sort of leaning to maybe going in the standard dog pound where I can make my own decisions, but I'm not sure yet. I still have a few hours to decide. Why don't you guys let me know in the video down below what you are planning on doing with your dogs? That wraps up this video. Don't forget, I have a free Telegram group called the 0 to 100K Project, where I'm challenging myself to go from $0 to $100,000 a month in passive income. It's an amazing group of people that all are spurring each other on and lifting each other up and supporting each other's dreams and goals toward living the life of their dreams. There'll be a link for that in the description down below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. You guys are amazing, and I'll see you in the next one.